Hey pottery people, it's Angela with AP Pottery. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how you do double-sided texture. I had a viewer, a subscriber, and I had it written down, but again, I'm not feeling very well today. Sorry, I did not mean to get my hand in the way, but I'm not feeling very well today. And but I still wanted to get down here in the studio and do a little bit. Excuse the water pipes in the background. I am going to put something over this eventually. I just haven't got to it yet. But anyways, I figured it would be the perfect video to launch my everything texture series that I want to do. Those of you who watch my channel and who know me know that I love a lot of texture. And I'm learning a lot about it. So I'm going to be doing everything texture, not just pottery things, not just using pottery tools, but using other tools with texture and how you can achieve that in your pottery and in your clay. So again, today we're going to do the double-sided texture. In just a second. Sorry, I didn't mean to walk away, but we're going to do a small wavy bow. And really, on a small wavy bow, if you have something that is textured like this, what you can do is roll your texture out and then press it over this, and you'll get some light texture on the inside. I did that with my last small wavy bow, but the glaze that I used ate the texture up. I knew it was going to do that, and I was fine with it. I didn't care if there was the texture or not. But if you drape it over top of something that has texture after you've rolled texture in it, so roll your texture out on your clay and then drape the smooth side over a bowl that has texture on it, and you'll get double-sided texture that way. What I'm going to show you is a different way of getting double-sided texture. So I've already rolled my clay out, and you want to roll your clay out thicker than you normally would because you're going to do texture on both sides and it's going to thin it out. So after you roll it out, go ahead and compress it. Always compress it really well. I know there's a lot of controversy out there. Some people say you don't need to compress. Some people say you do. More than anything, we're getting the texture that's already in there out. Now, if you like the texture from, like this is on, I don't know, what would you call that? A burlap fabric or something. I got it off of Amazon and I put it in between my pieces, and it does give a cool texture. So that's another way that you could get texture on one side of it. So I'm going to compress this very quickly. And then I'm going to walk over and get my cornstarch. I should have already done that, but give me just a second. Okay, got my cornstarch, my little makeup brush. Learned that little trick from Audrey. She uses a makeup brush when she does hers. If I have to cough, I apologize right now because the sinus infection has been kicking my butt. I am feeling a little bit better at the moment. Steroids and antibiotics are starting to kick in. I'm not 100%, but I still love doing the pottery. I do it liberally. You don't have to do it as much as I do, but when I don't, I end up regretting it. So what I'm thinking about doing for this bowl that I want to do is two sides of texture. And today I'm going to use some vinyl placemats. So on the outside, I thought, let's just kind of hold that up and see if you can see. I thought this might be a pretty design on the outside, and this might be a pretty design on the inside. So we're going to lay that down, and we don't need this full thing, so it's okay. Let's see. Yeah, that's the side. And you want to find the side that has the deeper texture. This is the back side, and I have the front side laying down on the clay. Lay it about where you want. Let me get my pony roller. So lay it about where you want on the clay. I just rolled out a thick slab of clay. I don't know how much it was. It was maybe an inch thick or so. And then, like I said, I rolled it down to 1/4 of an inch. Now, I have the Xiem slab roller, and I absolutely love it because I love having the workspace, the work table that I can do other things on, especially when I'm glazing. But if you have a tabletop or you just have the two little sticks in a roller or a rolling pin, just work with whatever you have. You don't have to have a slab roller to do this. So we're going to take the pony roller, and you're going to start rolling your texture in. And if you've done texture before, then this definitely isn't new to you. Now I have to get some good pressure going on these placemats. And these placemats I'm pretty sure I got from Temu. Never shopped there until Nat from Mud Magic corrupted me. And she corrupted me well. You can go on Amazon and buy some of these. They're very expensive if you buy them on Amazon. And you're probably getting them from China also. That's the whooping of thing for people who don't like buying things that are made in China. Things you get off of Amazon are probably made in China too. So anyways, Temu, great prices on these things. I have found them in some stores. Home Goods has some, but you have to buy sets of them. And they're not cheap unless you find them on clearance. So on Temu, they're just really cheap. So just make sure you roll that texture in really good, because once you lift it up, you're not going to get more texture on it. And like I said, this is going to be the outside of my form. So now that I have that rolled in, I don't know if I can zoom in. I don't think I can. So maybe I'll zoom in on when I edit this, but this is the best part right here. When you lift it off and you see that beautiful design appear on your clay. So now that I have this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a wear board, and I don't know what kind of boards. Some of mine I got from GR Pottery Forms. Some of them I got off of Amazon. I can put the link to the one I got off of Amazon. I know I'm talking into the wall. I'm trying to figure out what I did with my big one. I'm not sure. I might have something drying on it. Doesn't matter. These boards, my husband made me. And I haven't cleaned this side up. It still has some Iceman clay on it. So take one board and put over top of it. Take another board and place underneath of all of your cloth and everything. Now, you might get some mic noise when I flip this, so I apologize. But grab the board underneath, steady it, and flip. Okay, so now we have our texture on the back side. I always get mic noise when I fold these up because I forget that it's going to do that, and I'm just in a zone. So now we're going to slowly pull this off and fold this up and get it out of the way. And we're going to compress. Now don't compress real tightly on this side because you don't want to lose the texture that you have. Now, I'm going to move it this way a little bit because we're going to be forming it anyways. So, mainly I'm just getting the texture out of this side. So, just use your rib. I've got a orange Mudtools rib. No, this is a Xiem. SCR7. This is my favorite. I have a bunch of different ones, and this is the one I always reach for when I'm compressing the clay over here. Now you might lose a little bit of the texture on the other side, and that's okay. I mean, that's not what if you're not wanting to lose it, then you need to be very, very gentle with this when you do it. But I don't mind. I like my stuff to look organic. I've had a lot of stuff that looks more perfect, and people tell me they like the more organic looking stuff. That's why they like handmade pottery. They want it to look organic, not like it came off out of a manufacturer, some big box place. They want to know that it was handmade, so they like that texture and the creativity and the craft of it. They like to see that. So I'm learning to like that. The OCD in me did not like that to begin with, but now I do. So I'm hoping this is going to work. So now I have another placemat of daisies, and I'm just going to place it just like that. Make sure you have it smoothed down, and then take your pony roller and start rolling. And again, you may lose some texture on the other side. Don't press super hard on this side. Do your texture lighter. My pony roller always squeaks. I might need to oil it. Okay, so it looks like that is on there really well right now, and we are going to peel that back. Look at the gorgeous daisy texture. I'm going to try and move this and let you, I don't know if it will. It's when I move this down that the phone wants to fall off of this. But anyways, it's got some beautiful daisy texture. So I'm going to move you back. And we're going to release the clay. See? Now it's smoothed it out some on the other side, but we still have that double-sided texture. So I'm going to take my wear board back. And let's see. Actually, it doesn't matter. This is going to be the inside of the bowl anyways. And I wonder if I have a different bowl that we could use. I think I do. Rather than using one that already has texture on it, I could use, no, I don't want to use that one because then we'll waste too much. Let's use my big bowl. Anyways, yeah, we're going to use that. So let me move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring my banding wheel and show you. So this is my large banding wheel. Again, I got it off of Amazon. It was not expensive. I love it. I have this one in a small one. I can link it below. I had people asking me about it last time. So yeah, I'll link it below. Now, when you're doing the wavy bow, do not put plastic over this, because if you use the heating gun, the plastic is going to melt. I said that in my last video, and I said, ask me how I know. Well, I've had it happen, and I learned quickly. So even though my cornstarch, I sprinkle a little bit on here. Now, you can't see me at the moment, but I'm going to sprinkle a little bit more on my clay. And I'll bring it back over there and show you. That's going to lay on that, just so we can keep it from sticking. And you can take any kind of fabric and lay the fabric over it so it doesn't stick. This is what I've done. And I've left this organic again. I could have, you know what, I'm going to. I wasn't thinking. And a lot of times when I do these videos, I'm still learning things along with you. So I'm going to bring this back over and I'm going to show you real quick, because we're going to take the Mudtools sponge and we're going to compress the edges of it a little bit. So get you a little bit, just a little bit of water, and you can use your finger or you can use the white Mudtool sponge. Had it linked in my last video also, and I can link it again. Now would be the time, if you want to change the shape of it, to go around and cut it. Just get your knife and cut it however you might like. I'm going to leave it just like this because I want it to be more organic. And I'm going to go ahead and flip it again just because I want to compress the edges on the other side. And we'll get to see there's still some texture. Now, again, it's not perfect. It's not perfect by any means. Embrace the imperfections. So take your Mudtool sponge or your finger. I prefer the Mudtool sponge, and compress these edges. And when I get it up there, if the shape looks weird to me, and it has before, then I will cut it again. So we have that. And now that we've wiped a little bit, there's still some cornstarch. I just don't want it sticking. Okay. Put your bowl on your banding wheel. Lift your clay up and lay. Now you could use this, you could do a hump mold, a slump mold, whatever you wanted to do with this, but I'm just going to make a cute little wavy bowl. And the only thing is, once you have double-sided texture, you don't want to smooth that texture back out. Okay, I think that looks good. I'm going to take my sponge or my finger again, and you can do something else to the edges if you like, or you can just smooth them around. Just depends on what mood I'm in. Right now, I'm not feeling the greatest. And if you see any kind of cracks or anything from the texture, just go ahead and smooth it out. You could also do a pinching design on the edge. That's what I tend to do. I was taught that by a potter who has been doing this for 30 years that lives in Delaware. It is my father-in-law's sister, and she helped me immensely. So I see a couple spots that are just kind of cracking a little. So I may want to kind of pinch this. If you have those spots and then you go in and you pinch it, it helps a lot. So I'm going to put you on pause and I'm going to pinch. And when I say pinch, I've shown it in my other ones too, but you're going to take your two thumbs and put it up next to it and pinch. Lift one up, pinch one back. Okay, be right back. Okay, so I got the pinching done all the way around on the edges. It just kind of strengthens the edges a little bit. And at this point too, you could go ahead and make a foot if you wanted to make a foot and add it. On this one, I'm not going to. On the last one, I think I did. Love that. It's just it is more time consuming, a lot more work. Not feeling it today. But take like a little board and just kind of press a little bit to give you a little bit of a flat surface there. And then I'm going to move it over to the other side and I'm going to dry it. I've showed you how to do this before, but I'll do it again real quickly. Okay, got my Wagner heat gun. We're going to turn it on high and make sure that you keep your bowl spinning. You want it spinning and you want to kind of move. You don't want to just stay in one place, and you want to just kind of dry it a little bit. This clay was not really wet, so it wasn't as necessary. And then you also want to go up underneath of it. And this is why I said you don't want to cover it in plastic. You cover it in plastic, you're going to melt that plastic. Usually I put, like I said, some cloth underneath of there. This time we're going to just do it like this with some cornstarch. I think it'll be fine. But do this for a couple of minutes. I'm not going to do it very long. And then I'm just going to cover it with plastic and let it sit. And tomorrow I will take the plastic off of it, flip it back over the other way. Now is also when you need to put your stamp in it. You need to do that also. But anyways, after it's set up and it's not going to flop, then take and then you'll take and flip it. So I'm going to put my stamp. Usually do pretty good on this kind of stuff. Some of the other stuff, it's just not working for me. But my stamp did really, really well right there. So anyhow, cover it with plastic, let it sit, come back tomorrow. If it's set up pretty good, then flip it and let it continue drying. And that's it. So I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial about double-sided texture. And I may try some more in the future, do some other different things, but just remember, there's so many different ways that we can do things, and don't be afraid to try. It's only clay. If we mess up, it's okay. I know we put a lot of time and effort into this, but that's how we learn. We learn by trying and messing up, and we learn how to do things differently, and we eventually learn how to do them amazingly. So just get in the studio, grab some stuff, and try. And I'll be back with some more on texture very soon. And everyone out there, just have a wonderful day. Today's Valentine's Day. When you see this, it'll be past Valentine's Day. But I'm going to go ahead and say Happy Valentine's Day to everyone today. It'll be happy late Valentine's Day. But yeah, so just go out into the world, spread a little kindness, and I will see you soon. Everyone take care. And yes, you can see Kim and Todd Unseth on my TV today. They are, did not mean to do that. They are in the studio with me, but I turned it off so that the volume wouldn't be playing in the background. I get in the zone and I forget to do that, but here I go rambling again. So anyways, everyone have a great day. Go out in the world and spread a little kindness, and I will see you soon. Bye.